The engine's hum was drowned out by the rhythmic beat of rain on the roof of my car as I navigated the desolate stretch of road cloaked in darkness. The windshield wipers swayed futilely against the relentless downpour, creating an eerie rhythm that matched the pounding in my chest. It was a night that seemed to embrace the supernatural, and I couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. I had chosen this isolated route as a shortcut, a decision I now regretted. The GPS displayed a blank screen, a victim of the storm's intensity. My cell phone had long lost its signal, leaving me alone with my thoughts and the haunting shadows that danced along the edges of my peripheral vision. The headlights cut through the inky blackness, revealing twisted branches that resembled skeletal fingers reaching for the heavens. As I rounded a bend, the headlights illuminated an old, dilapidated sign, barely holding on to its rusty hinges. "Welcome to Ravenswood. Population forgotten." The words sent a shiver down my spine, but I dismissed it as a mere product of my imagination running wild. I pressed on, the road winding through dense woods that seemed to close in around me. A chilling gust of wind whispered through the trees, causing them to creak and groan as if mourning some ancient loss. My eyes darted nervously between the rearview mirror and the shadows lurking in the corners of my sight. The road seemed to stretch endlessly, each mile covered intensifying the sense of isolation. Panic crept in, fueled by the oppressive darkness that seemed to swallow everything in its path. My headlights flickered for a moment, casting the surroundings into a momentary void. When the lights returned, they revealed a figure standing in the middle of the road. I slammed on the brakes, heart racing as I tried to make sense of the silhouette ahead. A person, soaked in rain with long, matted hair obscuring their face. Against every instinct urging me to drive away, I rolled down the window and called out. No response. The figure remained motionless, a silent sentinel in the storm. A knot tightened in my stomach as I considered the possibilities. A stranded traveler, a victim of some terrible fate, or something more sinister. Reluctantly, I stepped out of the car, rain immediately soaking through my clothes. The figure remained still, a haunting silhouette against the sheets of rain. I cautiously approached, the muddy ground squelching beneath my shoes. As I reached out to tap the person on the shoulder, the air grew colder, and a guttural moan resonated through the woods. A chill ran down my spine, and I stumbled back, heart pounding. The figure slowly turned, revealing a face twisted with agony and eyes that gleamed with an otherworldly malevolence. Fear gripped me as the realization set in. I was not alone in Ravenswood, and whatever stood before me was not of this world. I scrambled back to my car, the rain now a torrential downpour that seemed to defy nature itself. The engine roared to life, but the wheels spun fruitlessly in the mud. Panic took hold as the figure approached, its unnatural gait sending shivers down my spine. Desperation fueled my attempts to escape, each futile acceleration accompanied by the haunting wails that echoed through the night. In the rearview mirror, I caught glimpses of ghostly figures emerging from the shadows, their eyes fixated on me. The once silent woods now echoed with eerie whispers, as if the very trees were conspiring against me. I fumbled with the keys, the metallic clatter accentuating the cacophony of the supernatural. Just as hope seemed to slip away, the wheels finally found traction, and I sped away from Ravenswood, leaving the ghostly apparitions behind. The rain gradually subsided, and the oppressive darkness gave way to the dim glow of distant city lights. I dared not look back, fearing that the phantoms of Ravenswood would follow me into the safety of the urban sprawl. As I drove through the night, the encounter in Ravenswood haunted my thoughts. I questioned my sanity, wondering if the spectral figures were mere illusions born of exhaustion and fear. Yet, the memory of those gleaming eyes and the unearthly moans lingered, a chilling reminder that some roads should remain untraveled, and some places should be left to the ghosts that call them home.